Coverage brought to you by Bettac, the sports betting exchange.
Mantellato just throwing a bit of the green stuff into the air to check the wind. Precision kick then, are we, for the restart? And they get us back underway. So Scotland, having spent a lot of the final stages of the first half defending their way, they have the ball in hand for this first play of the second half. I want to see out a good set and put some pressure on the Italians. So it's Adam Walker who brings them out on the second drive. Now the third, they're edging up close to halfway. Fisher stands in at dummy half. Into Ian Henderson. Fisher takes it himself this time. Good, valuable few metres to set up the final play. Brough with a kick. The sky gets ever darker as the ball drops back in. They have it in possession. They've got to run it as well. They've got space on the right-hand side. Can they flick the ball back inside? They can. Danny Addy touches down in the second minute of the second half. Henry Perinara gives the points, and Scotland couldn't have started the second half much better, running 100 metres and touching down for the 4 points.
Well, that's the start that Steve McCormack would have been wanting and hoping for, and if you notice, they played the tackle 5 before they kicked that time. A big high kick from Brough, and I thought the Italians did the right thing there by letting the ball come down to Scotland, and Aidan Guerra, he just wrapped him up, but there was an offload in there and some great work. I don't know, is it Lynette?
Ben Helliwell.
Ben Helliwell got the ball away, and it was a great ball out wide.
Carter there with a drive.
Carter, then he's thrown the ball back into Danny Addy, who's got the 4 points. So a great start from the Scots, but they played that tackle 5 there. They didn't kick early that time.
Danny Addy puts Scotland a little bit further ahead and gives them a bit more of a breather as well, doesn't it? You know, they've got down that end, they're going to receive the ball again. You know, a nice run downfield, points to show for it as well. And here come the extra 2. Successful.
Needed that kick, Danny Brough. He needed to put that one over just to put those extra points on. So it's an 8-point ball game. They'll want to keep working hard here, but we're looking at it again. Henderson out to Brough, very high kick, and the Italians had plenty of numbers there. They let him take the ball there. They let Big Helliwell take the ball, and they wrapped him up. They just didn't control it, and a great little offload for a try.
Carter, of course, we mentioned it, playing on his home ground, firing the ball back. A little bit of combination stuff there with Addy, and the restart again. It's a replica of what we saw almost 3 minutes ago. As they drive on now, Scotland, their second play of this second half. Fisher to receive the ball. Driving again with Addy. Aiming low, but no way through those white lines of defence. Into Wallace. Wallace then just hands the ball off again. Fisher into Brough. Another drive from Linnett. As Brough, just outside his own 40, kicks through, tries to split those 2 back men, but Anthony Minicello right underneath it. Back in 1999, Minicello was playing with the now coach, Carlo Napolitano, trying to qualify for the 2000 Rugby League World Cup competition. Now working, playing under him. An influential man as well he is. At fullback, Italy drive now.
I think it was back about then he won the Golden Boot too, wasn't it? Back around that time, or was it a little bit after that? But, you know, certainly been around a long time. Great effort for the Roosters this year in the NRL, you know, and he's been tremendous for Italy and for the Roosters, and very, very talented footballer.
Italy win a penalty inside the Scotland half, so their first real opportunity to put some pressure on the Scotland line in this second half. So the kick to touch sets them up nicely. LaFranchi stopped on the 10. Minicello pings the ball out, spinning his way through is Guerra. Takes a few bodies, doesn't it? But they manage to keep him in the field of play. So they look for the runners now, Italy. Santi takes his side up towards a few metres away. Little scamper from dummy half. Is it Nasso who's got the ball down? He got one like that in the first half, and he's got another one. Italy equalising that early score from Scotland in the second half, and Nasso again just spotting the opportunity, getting the legs going and diving over the line from close range.
Well, he's very hard to stop from that close. You look at him there, he's very low to the ground, little solid player. He jumps out very quick, has the ball in his right hand, reaches over, and great try left. Tremendous try there from the little hooker there. That's just what the Italians wanted there. They wanted to get straight back into that game, and on the back of Raymond Nasso, they've done a real good job just to breach that gap back to, well, I'm sure he'll put this one over, back to a couple of points.
Montelato, yet again, sizing himself up for the extra 2. That's a good look at that one, but it's successful, so we're back to a 2-point game. And there is Raymond Nasso. So we see him scampering over on his back, but spins over and manages to outreach that left arm, tucks the ball down. His brother Dominic, in fact, who is playing in the qualifiers. Scotland now will kick to the Italians. 2 points in it. And Snowden with his first drive of this second half.
Lost it. Oh, penalty. I thought geez, there's been a few of them that have gone the other way, haven't they? And they've pulled them up and pulled them up for a drop ball. But it'll be interesting to see that one again if we get a look. But big call.
Here it is.
Oh, geez, he's lost. He had no control on that football. Henry Perinara has made a bit of a blue there, but the Italians won't be complaining.
So they got away with that one, and they're now into the Scotland territory. How far will they go? Ciraldo. There's Nasso again into Snowden. Three hands again. Looking to get the ball away was Ciraldo. Nasso at dummy half then, into LaFranchi. LaFranchi thought about offering it, eventually just rolls out of his arms, doesn't it?
Yeah, not the best play from LaFranchi there. He needed to control that foot. If he was going to pass, he needed to pass. But don't want to be turning the ball over in that end of the field and then backing it up with a penalty, laying on. So not a great work from the Italians there.
Maybe a bit of karma for the decision that went against Scotland earlier on, but this is the penalty against the Italians. Snowden just a bit too late to roll off the ruck. And so the kick to touch for Scotland will make them attack from the halfway line. Linnett with the first drive. Scored a try in the first half as Fisher now at dummy half into Alex Hurst. Played his year with London Broncos this year in the Super League. Fisher out through to Brough. Brough offers it to one, then to another, then to Wallace. Wallace fires it out. Here's Carter free on the right-hand side. Switching it back inside. And Ben Helliwell will touch down for Scotland. Lovely work on that right-hand side. Brough out to Carter. Carter with the motors going. And Helliwell on the end of it.
Tremendous work from Carter there to get the ball back inside, but you look at it again, Fisher out wide to Brough, shows it on the inside a couple of times, the ball out to the back to Pete Wallace, and it was a very good face ball in front of Helliwell, out to Carter on the wing there. He ran down and then picked up Halliwell back on the inside for a very, very good four-pointer for the Scots. Great work from the Scotland team.
As Carter plays his domestic rugby on this game and just puts it back inside. Lovely combination from the centre and winger there. Henry Perenara giving it. Plays at Featherstone, does Halliwell. Impressed last year, born in Bradford. Came through the Bradford and Warrington academies. Still 21. But I thought plenty years ahead of him.
Yeah, he is, and he's a big fella. He's quick. He's tough. He's very, very good. And you know, but you credit the two halves, and I think that's the difference in this game at the moment. The two halves, the Scotland halves, Brough and Wallace, you know, up against the Italian boys, and they're just taking control of the game, Brough and Wallace, and a great ball from him. And you know, you look at that pass back on the first of all, the motor down the sideline from Carter, and then the pass back on the inside. He did a great job to do that, and to make that try happen.
The Scots are enjoying themselves, aren't they? As we see again, Halliwell sliding down to register more points and put that lead for Scotland back up to 8. What a first 10 minutes to the second half we've had. Here they go again then, the Scots. Revitalised by more points and another strong run from Adam Walker, full KR. Now another one as they batter that Italian line, looking to force a way through. 4 white shirts this time.
You can see they've picked their game up, Ian, the Scots. They've really started to quicken the play up. They've you know, they're pushing up off the ball very well. They're trying to play that ball quick in the play of the ball, and really quicken their whole aspect of their game up.
Inside the Italian half now with a couple of tackles remaining in this set. Fisher offers it back to Brough, and Brough this time just dollies the ball down that left-hand wing, picked up by Anthony Milicello initially. Scotland will want to keep them penned in now. Still the Italians waiting to get back behind the ball. Just about got everyone back there now, but a couple of players puffing and panting on the extremities of their line.
Yeah, they're in a bit of a bunch, the Italians, weren't they? They've done a little bit of defensive work lately, and it's really taken it out of them. They need to get a little bit of energy amongst them and just really work hard to get back into this.
Nasso and Snowden again combining to barge their way down the field. Opened up a little bit there, but Ben Kavanagh, Witnessman, got the initial contact, but the ball's away to Nasso. Nasso offloading as well. Mark Milicello, the man with the ball in hand, he's looking as well. Backing his way up, having a look, eventually taken down. Now here's Anthony Milicello with a kick through. There's going to be white shirts behind it, but Matty Russell's there to see it safe. They'll have to defend another set of 6, but they see that one safe.
Is that Danny Brough down there in the middle? Danny Brough down in the injured there, just getting some treatment from the physio. But again, smart work from Milicello, but some good play earlier on. Good offload from Buff LaFranchi and followed up by Milicello, just carrying the ball, just with a number of players on his back. But there he is there, Danny Brough, finger in the eye. He's down injured at the moment, but that's not going to stop him finishing the game. Doctor's with him now, just making sure his eyeball's still there. I'm sure he'll be right.
Tough nuts to crack, aren't they, the rugby league players? Manny Brough, of course. 1 eye, 2 eye, yeah, both there. Let's go. Just see it again. It's the drive that we saw from Mark Milicello, and there it is.
His own player too, so Luke Douglas. I'm sure he won't be having a drink with him after the game there.
He'll just be seeing twice as many players out on the field. He'll be no problem. It gives him more options. Taken on the full by Falcone. And the Frankie, as we see the tackles there. The Scots have made Italy, made a few more. And missed tackles, not too dissimilar. Snowden then was tackled just inside that 20 as they drive again with the Frankie. Nasso that picks it up at dummy half. They've got the momentum going. They've got a man over in the corner as well. Can they fire it out? They can. They're in the corner. Chris Centrone touching down for the Italians. And it's try for try in the second half so far. Sprinting the play along all the way out to that left-hand side. And the Italian fans are jubilant. And we could be back to 2 points again.
Well, again, it was some smart play, and you know, you just look at Nasso jumps out from dummy half. He picks up the half back there in Guetta, out the back to Minicello. I thought Guerra could have scored the try himself, but he froze one out to the winger Centrone, and he probably could have gone over there, but he's thrown it out wide. Centrone's done a great job, put the ball down over the line for a 4-pointer, and important kick here from Manolado. The way he's kicking the ball, I wouldn't surprise to see him kick this one as well. And again, it's a game there that's to be won from either side. You know, just got to control the play a little bit.
Plays domestically with North Sydney, does Chris Centrone. And now another conversion attempt from Josh Mantellato. Of course, 4 points the difference, so it's not as crucial as maybe you'd have thought, but to keep within 2 points means that they've got the option of drawing level with a penalty. They would need a try, though, if it stays at 4. So Mantellato steadies himself again. One of the stars of their qualifying campaign that meant that they are here, the lowest ranked team are Italy in the Rugby League World Cup for 2013. But we watch for the touch judges' flags, and there they are, above their heads. Another successful conversion. More instructions come down from Carlo Napolitano.
Well, the kid was playing for Wyong Kangaroos in the Newcastle competition a couple of years ago, and spotted by the Newcastle scouts. Wayne Bennett contracted him last year. We spoke to him at Whitehaven actually about coming over, and he was all set to do it until Wayne Bennett wanted him, and he's got another contract for another year at the Knights, and you can see why. He can kick the ball from anywhere. He's a big, tall fella, good under the high ball. So, you know, he's come a long way in a short space of time.
The restart finds a bit of space, and the Italians again pick it up. Who else? Snowden, first contact, a first drive. Couldn't really get the legs going, could he, that time? More tackles completed and more tackles put in by the Scottish defence. Up towards halfway now for the Italians. 2 points in it. Mr. Frankie fronts up again. The ball's away into Nasso, and the 5th tackle is used up. So the kick comes through to Hurst, claims the ball, almost got away, but just couldn't quite fend off. Now it's Brough in at dummy half. And Italian defence is holding firm at the moment. Meters are hard to come by in this set for Scotland. Now with Linnett, who again finds 3 white shirts. Doesn't get too much further after that first point of contact. Taking a bit of a knock as well as Linnett. The referee stops the clock. Ran straight into those 3 white shirts. There he is, Linnett. Was in that first point of contact? Oh, it's just there. He squeezed on the floor, just squeezed the air out of him. Santi is the man on top of him, but just be a bit winded there.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Just looking for a bit of a breather, I think. Very good work from the Italian defensive side there, and you know, this is a very good game of footy. There's, you know, plenty of time to go for a winner, but be up to the team that wants to take that win.
You just see when Linnett falls to the ground, just squeezes the air out of him as he falls on his side. A few more deep breaths and no doubt he'll play on. Back on his feet. Still struggling though, isn't he, Lynette? He's feeling that one.
Look, Brett Phillips, the Workington man out on the sideline there warming up. He's the only player not to figure it all yet. Hasn't come on. Steve McCormack hasn't worried about using him. Kept Henderson on there when he brought Fisher on. So he'll be an important player to come on fresh. Looks like he's got a card now. He's about to come on. So he could play a big role.
So more fresh bodies to come on for Scotland. Give them maybe a fresh dynamic. But
he's gone on from Lynette as well, Liam. So it'll be interesting to see how they shuffle the play around there. I don't think he'll play him out in the centres, so he's normally a back rower, so we'll see what they do.
Well, the metres were hard to come by for Scotland in their previous set. Italy not doing too badly at the moment. Nasso into Lafranchi. He's quickly wrapped up. Nasso back in at dummy half, wanting the ball. It's Getty that drops it round the back. Now into the sky. Two chasers underneath it, putting a bit of pressure on Alex Hurst. But wasn't necessarily a comfortable take, but he kept hold.
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest take, but he did a very good job to do it, and went straight to the ground with it. Held onto it very well, so real good work from the wingman there.
Here he comes again, Hurst. Keeping a big hold of that ball. Still the tackles come in from the Italian side. Very, very physical. Carter into dummy half then to receive the ball.
Carter's over from the other wing as well. He's on the right wing. Normally he's over on this left-hand side. There he is now with the ball and offload off Pete Wallace to Carter, and he's done a great job to get it out to that right side.
So out they go again, cutting back inside, looking for any space they can, Scotland. 5 tackles used up, and they're on halfway. Here's the kick, under a little bit of pressure. So just about makes Josh Mantellato, but it gave away a little bit of territory, and Italy now in a good position if they can get their roll on. James Tedesco. Nasso into Vaughan this time. Vaughan keeps those legs going. Eventually down. Out by Dale Ferguson around the ankles, who felt a tackle on this near side a few moments ago. Nasso again wants to keep it moving, don't they? They're trying to keep this tempo up. Little switch around the ball, and Nasso's come back up with it in support as well. They're trying to stretch this Scotland defence. Holding firm though. Covering defenders on this left-hand side of the defence. Bounce around though, but we're going to have a look at this one, I think. Henry Perenara is going to have a look. Italy could well have taken the lead.
First offside onside, please. He's onside. Play that. Grounding, please. Try.
That is a really good finish from Anthony Minicello, the captain. 4th try of his Italian career in his 8th game. And that'll delight the coach, Carlo Napolitano, assisted, of course, there by Paul Broadbent, who you may well recognise. But the Italians now in the lead.
Well, you know, you've got to give it to them. They've persevered, but great work from the Italians there. It was a kick out wide from Tedesco, and you know, again, it come off the wingman Hurst's foot, bounced back in, and you know, you've got to give credit to the Count Minicello, because he's pushed up really hard, and you know, we said before, you make your own luck in this game, and he's done that. If he doesn't push through, they don't score the try. So tremendous work from him, and you know, it's great that they've got the 4-pointer.
So it's the first time that Italy have led this game. It's taken them an hour to do so. Tit for tat, second half, having trailed by 2 at half-time. And now they score their 3rd. and the extra 2. Did we ever doubt it? They now lead by 4 points, and we have a quarter of the game to play. If ever the time, game on.
Yeah, look, 20 minutes left, and this is a very, very interesting game. We just see again now Henry Perenara just getting some work done to his microphone and his equipment there so that he can speak to his touch judges. And game on, definitely. That kick from Manolado out wide earlier, we said we needed that. He needed that kick just to put that space on. Is very important, and now they've got that 4-point lead. So they'll be looking for a good set of 6 here. They need to bring the ball back very well. And what impressed me a minute ago was that the kick that they put through, their chase was outstanding. Until Carter got the ball out wide and Scotland made a lot of ground, they really had them pegged in.
So we are back underway with a quarter of this game still out to play.
Come on.
And equal uncompleted sets. As for incomplete Scotland, maybe a 4-point deficit. They're incomplete sets. They're defending now, the Scots, the Bravehearts. Holding on as Vaughan it was who was knocking on the door. Now trying to get the ball away was Mark Minicello. The Frankie. Played in the 2008 Rugby League World Cup, did the Frankie. As that ball into the sky, doesn't go too far, but it's claimed by Tedesco. Runs free though, and it'll be turnover ball. The Scots will have it.
He was called there. The touch judge called that to the referee, Henry Perenara, that they were offside in front of the kick. And again, this is the reason why I don't like the ball being passed 10 metres back to your halfback to kick. If he kicks in that front line, they can't get offside. So, that's a poor play that just puts the pressure back on themselves and gives Scotland a good opportunity.
So the first try from Alex Hurst sets Scotland up 20 metres out now. So Brough at first receiver. He has the support of Oliver Wilkes, just running around the back of him. Ian Henderson now at dummy half. Another drive, taking Scotland to 5 metres away now. Henderson into Wallace. Wallace has the support. There's Matty Russell. Russell again shrugging off the tackles. Not easy to keep hold of him. Edging closer, Scotland now. Behind in this game for the first time as Wallace outreached for it. Puts Booth on ball. Quickly dived upon was Falcone, having grabbed the ball after not the best kick.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure that too many knew about that kick coming, and the people around the ball didn't push up on it, so it wasn't a great chase. And then it's compounded. Danny Brough giving away a penalty, a ball steal there in the tackle. He's protesting to the touch judge. He's not happy with that call, but there it is. There he definitely did. He's knocked the ball down, and as the player was getting up, or as the player was on the ground. So that's definitely a penalty to the Italian team.
7,280 in Derwent Park this evening. Not as big as the crowd that was in for the first game, but wow. Got to see this stadium so full, and many of them waving the flag of Scotland in support of the home nation, training at the moment by that 4 points. But another superb crowd in this Rugby League World Cup for 2013. So the penalty for Italy doesn't get them too far downfield, but they look to build and make their way out their own half. Again, good meters, strong running, quick legs.
This evening's official attendance is 7,000.
Onto halfway now, and things opening up as Vaughan tries to get away. Nasso again into Anthony Minicello, who's thrown down to the turf by Oliver Wilkes. Into LaFranchi. More meters made by the big men up front. Nassau now into Falcone. Falcone with the kick and Hurst is underneath it. Can't keep hold. It runs to ground, but it's a knock-on turnover ball. The referee says it is just straight turnover.
Oh, knock-on from Manolato. I thought Hurst had a grip of that ball, and tough call that one, but good work. Scotland have now got the ball. They need to bring the ball back out of backfield, and they need to get that man Matty Russell involved a little bit more. He's electrifying on his feet, and he's very, very tough to put down.
Well, we saw Scotland early in the first half go 100 metres to touchdown. It was in the first 70 seconds of the game. 70 seconds of the restart. And now Brough with a kick from inside the 40, that one. It's angled towards the touchline, but wasn't going anywhere near in the end. Minicello fires it back inside for Mantellato, and he's plonked on the turf outside his own 10. Another good hit from Brett Phillips, who only came on, didn't he, a few moments ago, so fresh numbers and fresh energy from the 15 there for Scotland. Maybe not having as much as an impact now, Snowden, is he, as he did early on in the game, but this man still keeps going. Nassau started on the bench, the replacement hooker, has really caused havoc for the Scotland defence. The kick now from Italy, a little bit too strong, it'll run dead. But the game finding the balance. The kick from Hurst.
Scotland are looking a little bit tired there, aren't they? All their big men, they're walking around, sucking the air in, and a couple of them had their hands on hips, and they're in a bit of a bunch there around the ball at the moment, so they'll need some energy. Their wingmen and their fullbacks, centres need to get in and just take a little bit of pressure off the big forwards.
The physicality of the Irish, the Italian tackling shows no sign of abating as well. Wallace now testing as Helliwell fires it out to Carter. Great take from Carter. That's now the final play of the set. Wallace gives it as much as he can into the air. Testing Minicello, but he's got to it.
Yeah, it was a good take out there, but a good kick. Good pressure put on the wingman Mantellato, and very good take from him.
Already on the 20-metre line now, midway through their set of 6 now, the Italians bringing it away with Tedesco.
Nassau's gone off now for the Italians, and the starting hooker Parada's come back on, so it'll be interesting to see if that affects him much, because he's been tremendous for him, Nassau, when he came on and really got the Italians on the go forward. So there's a mistake from Carter. That's not what the Scotland team needed. That was straight down his throat. He spilt the ball 25 metres out from his line, so bit of pressure now to defend again. You can see some the Scotland players walking very, very slowly to the scrum, and they're really sucking the air in at the moment. They wouldn't have wanted to see that happen.
And there is Carter. Had his eye on the ball, but just couldn't keep hold in the end. The kick maybe wasn't quite as deep as he was expecting, or maybe as deep as Italy would have hoped, but if he'd have returned that, he'd have had a good run at that Italian line. Maybe that was in the back of his head, couldn't keep hold. And so Italy now will feed the scrum. Just under 13 minutes to play here in Workington. And with the starting hooker, Parada, back on. How will that change the Italians going forward? Because Nassau, well, he was everywhere, wasn't he?
And some more mic work being done, Mr. Harry Perinara. So just a little bit of a break in play at the moment. This will be playing into the Scottish hands, yes, because you know, Italy would have wanted to keep the ball going, and you know, given Scotland a bit of a break now at the scrum.
So we pack down, and they 20 metres away now, the Italians. Here's Anthony Minicello with the dummy. Tries to slide. Held on to, though, by Scotland. Now with Joel Reithmuller in front of the sticks as Parata spins it out. Parata then, number 9, picks it up, thinks about going himself, offers it back. Through Falcone, into Fedesco. Finds a little bit of mud in this near corner. Now a drive from Mark Minicello. The final play of this set for the Italians then. Into the sky it goes from Getty. It's a precision kick, it's claimed. Can they spin their way over? Are they going to be held up? Are they on the back? They are, they're held up. Turnover ball, great defence from Scotland.
Well, it's great work as a precision kick there from the half. Getty and the centre man out there. I don't know who. Was it Guerra? Was it Guerra that's gone up high for it and brought it down? But great work from the Italians there, but very good work from the Scottish side to keep the player not getting the ball down. So they've got another opportunity now to bring the ball back.
They want to get this set of 6 going. Want to keep that tempo up.
They're looking for a penalty. They need a penalty here. They need a back-to-back set. They need a penalty to get them downfield, and then they need to just keep the ball in hand a little bit.
Edging further downfield as now it's picked up by Henderson. Now into Ferguson on this near side.
James, up now!
Had his arms wrapped up as Ferguson was maybe considering his options. Brough now with a little chick kick over the top. He's chasing it down. He's spotted a little bit of space. He regains the ball and he has it. The tackle is complete, but a lovely little 20-25 metre run from Brough. Now he's opening things up. Can they get the ball away? Here's Ian Henderson. Henderson throwing it back through the hands. They go to Wallace, then into Wilkes. They've got men over on the right-hand side, and they're in. Scotland with Ben Helliwell over on the right-hand side. Brough, the man that set it up with the little chip kick over the top, regaining possession. But lovely hands and into the right-hand corner. And Helliwell is second of the game.
There he goes again, Danny Brough, great player that he is. He noticed Minicello was way back deep. He put that little chip over, regathered the ball, wanted to get on with it quick. I thought it had broken down there when the fullback Russell got caught, but there's some great hands from all players there out on the field. Just out wide to Helliwell to finish the try off, but some very good ball movement there from the Scots, and they're well back into this one now. This is an important kick now from Danny Brough out wide, but you know, the mastermind that he is, he's noticed Minicello back deep, put the little chip through, had some Italians chasing down on him, but he was first to the ball, and you know, he set that try. That's his try, that.
Ben Helliwell of Featherstone, second try for him tonight, and there we are, 30 points apiece, 10 minutes to go. And Dave, you mentioned that Brough with a difficult kick over on that right-hand side. It's with his left boot. Is it good, or has the pressure been a little bit too much? We stay at 30 points all. We got a 9-minute game on our hands.
Yeah, very good 9 minutes left, but there it is again. Look, Danny Brough, great little chip over the top. The Italians done well to get back there and hold him, and like I said, I thought that the fullback Russell had spoiled. He jumped out to the left and threw the ball to Henderson. He got the ball away as well. To Douglas, who passed it on to Wallace. He got it out wider to the big man Phillips, and then Helliwell. Great 4-pointer.
So what will Scotland do this time? 2 great sets in the second half, one which started after half and one you just seen. And they come again at this Italian side. 30 points apiece.
James, let go!
Another strong drive as they edge up, looking to get into the Italian territory. They want to see this set out and push the Italians back as far as they can.
Last tackle, let go, line!
Here is the final play. Brough steps inside, manages to get it free onto his left boot, and that's not a bad kick either. Good chase by 4, Dark Blue and Tartan. And they hold the Italians, who again, they're struggling to get a few men back behind the ball. Ian Henderson in there with the tackling arms of Adam Walker as well.
Great tackle there. Real big shot there.
Luke Douglas, the man.
Oh, get back, Ace. Thank you.
He did what was asked of him there. Now drive out again. Here it is. Boom.
Last tackle, wait, get up.
5 tackles used up for the Italians. They've floated it back to Falcone. Bounces nicely for Matty Russell. Considers his options.
Let go now, 6.
Aims at Ryan Getty and takes the tackle. Alex Hurst bashes off the line, gets the ball away. Now they run it again with Danny Addy. Brough at dummy half now, back into Hurst, and you see the backs just doing a bit of the work, trying to
Let go now, 10.
maybe give the big men a bit of a rest. Now here's Wallace inside his own half and kicking, just sending that Italian defence back as far as they can. That's a good kick, lovely stuff from...
That's a great chase too. Look at that chase from the Blues there. The Scottish players really working hard. You can see John Duffy, the water carrier from the Scotland team. He was at the back of him, and he was saying to him, dig deep, yelling at him. And that's what they've done there. Great kick from Wallace and a tremendous chase. The pressure's back on the Italians here. They can't get out of the backfield.
Guerra can't get away, so he's going to give the ball off. Let somebody else have a go. And they do. Wins them an extra few metres. Now they're looking to try and exploit things. A nice little dummy in step through, looking for support, but no, they can't. Wrapped up by Dale Ferguson. He was in the way and the ball couldn't escape. Yes, again, Lafranchi.
Look for Manolado. Manolado for a drop goal if they get close enough. He did that against England and got the points.
There's a final play, the chip over the top. Matty Russell's there, has it. Chased down, though, and pounced upon by Reichmuller. So now it's Scotland's turn to get their men behind the ball, to see if they can build away. Alex Hurst, yes, again, using the backs to push their way as far as they can downfield before they pull out the cavalry.
They've lifted now, haven't they, the Italians? They've got some line speed. They're making their tackles, and Scotland are just all in a bunch, walking at the moment. They need some firepower out there to get a good kick away at the end of the set.
Good offload from Helliwell initially sets up this nice little roll of play. As they back up towards halfway, the white shirts are there as well, but this is the final play for Scotland. They're going to push them back as far as they can. They're not, they're going to run it. On this left-hand side, they kick through eventually from Danny Addy. Anthony Minicello picks it back up. The chase isn't quite as good this time from Scotland. They need to hold them in, contain them, get that first tackle complete. They do. So up now towards the 40-metre, and our man of the match, Raymond Nasso. We talked about how influential he'd been, Dave.
Yeah, he was tremendous when he came on. Me personally, I thought Minicello's he's been the best out there, but certainly has gone out there onto the field and changed the game and really put the Italians in a position to do what they're doing and be in this game still at this stage.
Well, it's level at the moment. The kick down the touchline. Matty Russell's coming across into the mud, sliding through. Has he got hold of the ball? He has. He's on top of it.
Big set for Scotland now. They need to get the ball out as far as they can and get the biggest kick on it they can and make Italy work out of backfield. Italy on the other end don't want to give away a penalty here. They want their line speed to work hard, and they want the Scottish team to be kicking inside 20 or 30.
They're muscling up this Irish defence now. They've been physical all the way through, and yet again, no sign of real tiring from them. As Cade Snowden, wearing 14, deploys another one of his tackles. Still no way to get out. Penned inside their 20.
Need pressure on Brough here.
There is a bit of pressure, but not much. Brough puts it over the top. That's a huge one. Bounces up, but eventually taken. And now back to Anthony Minicello. He's got Mantellato on his outside, but he's taken down the ground. Can he get the ball away? No, he can't. The tackle's complete. Here is Mantellato trying to get his way from dummy half, and again, lovely tackle. Superb stuff there from Luke Douglas. And now the Italians are all back behind the ball, but it's taken them until the fourth play of this 6. Both sides looking tired as, yet again, Paul Vaughan, he has a go. They're trying to get those motors going. They're trying to do what they can. It's getting a little bit scrappy. 6 more, though, says Henry Paranara. The ball's run free. He says it's been knocked forward, has he? There's a hand in. But the referee...
Oh, he's changed it.
He's changed his mind. He's given a penalty, hasn't he?
No. He's given a knock-on from Italy. He's given him 6 again at first, and now he's changed. He must have had a call from the touch judge.
That was the first 6 again from the hand in from Scotland, and here we go. Let's have a look.
No, he's changed it. Whoa, that's a big call. Big call with 2.5 minutes left on the clock, because that would have set him right up. That would have been a set of 6, 40 metres out from the Scotland try line. So now this gives Scotland an opportunity to go down and put it into a position for Danny Brough to have a look at a drop goal. Can't afford to give a penalty away, the Italians here, because Brough will slot it.
It's a crucial time in the game now. Points either way, and it's going to be the game winner into the final 2 minutes. They need to draw on every bit of energy they've got.
Well, they're working down for a drop goal. They're working to the middle. They're working the ball just straight up the field, getting into a position for a drop goal.
Brough is directing everyone just behind the ruck now, trying to drive it as far as they can in front of the sticks.
This is it here.
Here it goes. Danny Brough waiting to receive the ball. Will it be a drop goal attempt? They're clearing him. The ball is fired back to Brough. Brough with a drop goal attempt. Discharged down. It's unsuccessful, and there's men running at it. Was it played at by the referee?
Well, he said not played at.
Oh, so that'll be a turnover ball, says Henry Paranara.
And look where the turnover is.
Inside the Scotland half, there's Brough.
He's jumped up. How hasn't he played at that ball? He's jumped up the ball, jumped up at the ball. It's collided him. It's gone 30 metres downfield. That's 2 bad calls in the last couple of minutes from Henry Paranara.
Snowden takes the first drive, as he has done on many a time during this 80 minutes. The ball's run free.
Oh,
but what's the referee going to say here?
I'm not penalising it. He's injured.
Oh,
he's lost the ball.
He just said, I'm not penalising you. To Pete Wallace, he said, I'm not penalising you. He's injured.
No.
He's held the play up. Henry Paranara.
How wasn't that a charge now? That should have been 6 again to the Scotland team there.
So here we go. Here's the drive from Snowden. The ball goes down. He just loses the voice. He knocked out there. He seems to go a little bit limp now. He's okay. He's just maybe winded again with the...
But again, though, he's lost the ball.
He's on him.
It's, you know, the letter of the law, it should be a drop ball. It should be a scrum.
We got 41 seconds to play. Just as the game was getting a bit of tempo as well, we're going to hold things up.
2 tackles in. Mantellato out the back for a drop goal.
Such a balanced game. 41 seconds to play. And we've got to make sure that both sides, of course, keep their heads. And this is the charge down. Brough. It doesn't hit the player who charges.
Jeez, it looked like it come off the bloke that jumped to the ball there. So
maybe Henry Paranara was another great call today.
I apologise to Mr. Paranara. Not very often I'll apologise to a referee, but I will on this instant, even though he's a New Zealander as well. But he's got that one right.
And you see when Brough does the drop goal, so there is Danny Brough. Well, they knew they were lining up for it, didn't they? And this is what they've got to do now.
Well, they've got the stretcher out now, have they? Got the stretcher.
Still down on the floor is it's the big man, isn't it, in Cade Snowden? And just to say that if it does end 30 points to all at the end of the game, points shared.
Yeah, no golden point, no extra time, nothing, just point shared. But geez, this is...
Well, he's up on his...
20 seconds left. I reckon they'll take one in and then they'll go for that drop goal.
So Cade Snowden makes his way off.
Yes.
Bit of a delay there. Looks like he's obviously taken a bit of a hefty knock. Struggling there on his right leg, isn't he? But here we go now. We've got 41 seconds. Dave, you think there's going to be 2 plays?
I think there'll be one. I think there'll be one play in and then a drop goal. But to be fair, this would be a fitting result, this.
They're 40 metres away. The first drive, how further can they get? They can only get a couple of metres from Paul Vaughan. The clock continues to tick. Will they take another one? They're going to run it again.
There's Manolato at the back. He's there ready for it.
So, with 20 seconds to play, they're still not going for it. They're trying to set themselves up centre field. Paul Vaughan, 20 metres away.
He's on the right. Here he goes.
Manolato now tries to get it down onto the boot. He can't. It's fired away. The clock continues to tick. It's kicked over the top. Here's Matty Russell who picked the ball up in his in-goal area. We've got seconds to play. The ball, is he going to try and run it into... Just... And there is the hooter. And this game will end in a draw, 30 points apiece. Nothing to split these sides in 80 minutes of rugby league football. And it went either way. Scotland pushed themselves into the lead in the second half. But what a finish. 30 points apiece.